My goodness, hello music lovers, it's me, Barry Morgan, and I'm in the organ room and very excited in my double denim, yes, my Swedish two-piece tonight, just for you and the wonderful Alison Ferrier. Hello, Alison.
Well, hello.
And the wonderful Jeff Lang.
It's great to be here in the secret clubhouse of Barrydom.
The organ room.
The organ room. You started playing music at a very young age.
Well, yeah, I played clarinet starting when I was 8 and then started playing guitar when I was 14.
Do you still play the clarinet from time to time?
Occasionally.
You've got one?
I still have the embouchure. I do have a clarinet. I'm not very good, but I never was that good at it. It just kind of got eclipsed by the guitar.
Well, what was do you remember the name of your first clarinet teacher?
I don't remember the first clarinet teacher. I do remember the one who I had for the longest was a guy named Toni Hughes at Deakin University in Geelong.
Right. You had more than one clarinet teacher?
Yes, because we moved.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, we moved. Yeah, there was a brief period where I bought it from a shop in Box Hill. Well, my parents bought it, and the old fella in there was teaching me for a short while. But then we moved to Geelong.
And what style of clarinet were you? Was it the jazz?
Yeah,
the
I
jazz
guess
style?
it was like then Toni Hughes would give me these cassettes of, I guess they were kind of jazz karaoke, Satin Doll and tunes like that with like a small combo backing, and he would, I'd get the sheet music for the head of the tune, and then he'd say, just make stuff up in between, come back and show me where you're at the next week.
Aurora has a wonderful clarinet.
I bet it's very
Would you like to hear
I would
some
like
clarinet?
Yes, please.
It's so expressive.
Oh, I'd love to.
It's uncanny. It's taking me right back.
And now do it with the clarinet sound.
You like it? It's also got rhythm guitar on there, Jeff, and I'm, the organs are for sale. So
it's good to know that
maybe
someone can do a faux version of that.
Did you bring your wallet?
Well, I've always got my wallet's always open for you, Barry.
Well, that's wonderful. Who knows? We might make a sale.
Who knows?
And send you guys home with an organ. Early musical influences. What got you into music, Alison? Was there a particular moment or a sound or some time?
My earliest memory of listening to music would have been the radio at home, would have been late 70s.
Right.
Dolly Parton.
Oh, Dolly.
Jolene.
Fantastic.
Apparently I would come running from wherever I was, sitting on the potty, upstairs playing with my dolls. I'd just come running. It's Jolene.
You were drawn to it. So was it other people in the family musical? Was there music running in the
Not really, no.
Okay.
So my brother played a bit of guitar, and so I picked up his guitar and sort of taught myself from the Mel Bay guitar method books. I don't know if you remember those. They were, I am playing on an E note, it is open E.
Fantastic.
That's a great song, isn't it?
That's a great one.
Everyone has to start with a good song, yeah.
I was at a party in South Yarra last week. Everyone was going E.
Similar song.
Yeah.
I didn't
The sentiment's there.
I didn't know it was Mel Bay.
That was the first song I learned.
There you go. Mel Bay's dealing ease.
And also tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree was another favourite of mine as a toddler.
The hits.
And my dad very much was the influence on me musically to begin with, because he played records. He was extremely passionate about music. He'd always say, listen to the words, Alison, listen to the words. And then my brother, so I just would sneak into his bedroom and listen to his records when he was out.
Right.
He had a big blues collection of some possibly pilfered cassettes. And
the old days we could do a copy.
Yes,
copy
exactly.
cassette.
Yes, recording from the radio.
What a great idea. I was hoping to send you guys home with one of these. And maybe you could do a little,
Yes.
Maybe,
mixtape
we
together.
do a little mixtape.
That would be amazing. And then you can just pop out the little tabs.
And then they can't... Remember the days of the mixtape? Love. So when you guys were courting, there's a little bit of a story about that. And was there any mixtapes in that... Any mixtapes in the day?
Graffiti tapes. Because graffiti is just like what's on someone's mind at the time. So
Right.
yeah, we make up mixtapes and then call them graffiti tapes.
We did
Right.
mixtapes, not for each other, not in a romantic way, but we did record mixtapes to listen to on long journeys when we were on the road together. Because early on when we met through...
Yes. Tell us, how did you guys
mutual
meet?
friends. Well, so I went along to the Byron Bay Blues Festival.
It's a beautiful romantic story.
Oh,
I'm gonna
my God, I'm
edit
getting
it
all
slightly.
queasy now.
Queasy. And Jeff was playing with a musician called Hat Fitz.
Yes.
And it was Easter 1999.
Oh my goodness, last
So-
chance for 1,000 years.
Last century, yeah. And I knew Hat Fitz just from the area I lived in and enough to say hello. And I went round the back to use the portaloos.
Right, from the potty to the portaloo.
And then Jeff was there and Hat Fitz said, oh, look, this is this lovely lady I was telling you about.
Paraphrasing.
Oh, look, your head only comes up to
The bosoms.
your...
I might need to lie down. First time I've had a married couple in the organ room.
I said, you know, he's right.
Yeah, and anyway, once he got bored of remarking on the height difference...
Not the bosoms.
Not the bosoms
Right.
anymore.
Okay.
Then we got chatting and realised we had lots in common.
Fantastic.
We're both big music fans.
Both very, very silly, puerile human beings.
The rest is history.
And you were working as a
As they-
sound engineer.
Well, I wasn't at the time.
Right.
I was working as a help desk technical assistant
Oh, I think I've spoken to you.
with computers. You may well have.
Yes.
Have you turned it off and on again? And then,
That's not a drink holder, it's a CDR tray.
yes. I would never have got to see Jeff if I stayed in my job because
Right.
he was on the road,
On the road.
all the time. And he said, why don't you quit your job, Dal, and come on the road with me and
Just like that.
I said doll, I said love.
love.
In it, love.
Go back to the sound engineering part. Well, that's how I started. So before I was a musician, I was an audio engineer. You're
Yes.
absolutely right. And I started doing it on the road with Jeff because he realised I had an ear for it. And
Fantastic.
threw in at the deep end and Bob's your uncle.
And now you've come right around to being a professional performing and musician and recording artist yourself.
That's right. That's right. And audio engineer on the side.
You're doing much of the touring together as a couple?
Not for a while, not since children.
BC and AC.
Yeah.
No.
The last record we made, we did do a tour up the East Coast and did a few shows together. We had to do sort of weekends, then come back home, then go away for another weekend, which is not the most lucrative way to do things. But
And this was a record you made in ISO?
yes. Yeah. Do you want to
It's a high ace record.
tell Barry?
Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I was kind of going out of my mind a little bit doing homeschooling with the kids.
Yes.
And at a certain point, Alison said, you know, we both play music, we both write songs, we have a studio in-house. Let's just do something creative just to not keep losing our minds
Yes.
with the boredom of the endless repeat of this one day over and over again. So we did. We just started messing around and we made a whole album. I mean, we got to at least 3/4 of the way through it before we really thought of it as something that we might release. It was only when I set a few of the mixes of these songs that we'd been recording. We just do one in a weekend. So maybe like with a few weeks in between, whenever we had a little rush of inspiration and said, let's just write another one.
Fantastic.
We'd record it with using whatever we had at hand, instrument-wise, manipulating sounds and messing around, and then we'd mix it that weekend. Once there was sort of maybe 7 or 8 of them, I sent them to my manager and he got really excited and went, oh, we're going to release this and I hope you don't mind, but we booked you on WOMAD and WOMADelaide and the National Folk Festival. And we're like, oh.
Fantastic.
We had no idea
Yeah.
how we were going to be able to do these songs live at all initially because they'd been made up, very piecemeal, bit by bit.
Yes.
Layering sounds and,
Yes.
and
And the way we wrote the words and the melodies was odd, and we had to really concentrate hard to get these weird vocal harmony parts right. So we're kind of sitting there going, oh, how are we going to even do this? But we managed
Yeah.
to. And now,
So have you used much electronics on the road as a tourist? Have been the two of you, or have you been doing it more sort of straight ahead?
we initially what gave us the ability to do that material live, because there was a lot of stuff that was basically tuned percussion.
Yes.
And so we found a woman named Amy Valent Curlis, who Alison had played in a band with, there's a singer-songwriter named Toni Davies.
Yes.
And Tanya had Ali playing in her band for a while.
Yes.
And that's when Ali met Amy Valent Curls, who plays marimba,
Percussion.
xylophone.
Yeah, tuned percussion.
And no electronics, though. No. Not into the land of samples yet.
Well, not yet, no. But
that's how we did it live. We got Amy to play
Fantastic.
marimba on the road for the tune percussion stuff. And then when we'd start rehearsing, the two of us in the lounge room with just a couple of acoustic guitars, once we kind of knew the songs enough to play them in any way live, we realised we can actually do these with just the two of us. And so we're able to do shows with just the two of us or with someone else on drums. It's pretty flexible now.
Yeah.
And what was that title? What was the album? You had this interesting story how you came up with the name.
That's right. So we called ourselves High Ace.
Yes.
The whole sort of point of the project was not to overthink anything. So we're like, what should we call ourselves? How about High Ace? Because we drive a High Ace.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds all right. That'll do.
That's a winner.
That'll do. Yeah. And then we called the album Snowcap Menace.
Now, Snowcap Menace. Now, that's interesting.
So we had an unorthodox style of songwriting, which was a lot of fun, very silly, made us laugh a lot. We improvised just lyrics, anything, stream of consciousness, any kind of melodies on guitar, whatever we felt like, sang into a video reverse app.
Right, a video reverse app.
Yep. And then played it backwards and then listened to what those sounds sounded like.
Right.
And tried to decipher, does that sound like something in English?
Yeah. And this is where you got Snowcap Menace.
Snowcap Menace is actually singing backwards.
Yeah. Started like we had to come up with an album title and we couldn't think of one, and so I just got out, it's like, let's go to this reverse app again, and I just started saying anything that pertained to the songs or anything, and eventually I said singing backwards, and when I played it backwards it sounded like Snowcap Menace. It's like, okay, Snowcap Menace. Then I said that and reversed it and it said singing backwards. It's like that works. The album's called Snowcap Menace.
I want to get hold of that app and see what organ sounds like in reverse. Band names, you've had trouble. I've read that you had trouble like coming up with the band names. Is that like was that
a lot of the good ones have been taken?
The first band was the Jeff Lang Band.
Yeah,
I mean, how did you come up with that?
I know. So it feels like my parents at least 2/3 named that.
Yeah. It's never easy, is it? You know. So
Life.
Yeah.
We're getting into it now.
Yes.
2024.
Band names are difficult. That's why with the High Ace project we decided we're just going to come up with something and go with it.
I drive a Toyota Crown Royal Saloon. So in some ways, Royal Saloon sounds like a pretty good swinging organ. And the Royal Saloon.
Yeah.
Write that one down.
Oh my goodness, edit that out. You'll want royalties. Now, it's so great to have you here, and I feel I should offer you a drink and something to nibble on. Let me just bring this in here. I've got the little tray, of course.
I love Laminex.
I love Laminex. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
is.
It always it wipes up after a party.
Yeah.
All the DNA is gone. Don't worry, you're leaving quite a lot of it on those chairs, which
Thank
is
you. Good to know.
which is good, well, mate.
Thanks for pointing out I have arm dandruff.
Well, actually, arm dandruff. What about the? Tell me the story of the cat with acne.
Oh, our cat.
Oh, yeah, the cat. Well, Pam, is it?
Yeah, she's got cat acne under
Right.
her chin.
Right,
Yeah.
because well, look. Let me first of all. Before we get into that, let me offer you.
Oh, my
here we
goodness.
go.
Well,
Really?
my.
Come on,
Well, my.
set that on the lap there between us. Get into it.
Can I have that one?
Yeah, look, get a little bit of the look. Come on, try this.
is
Want a bit of soy?
unbelievable, of course.
Put a couple of drops over
Please
there like
do.
that. So yes, the cat Pam
Perhaps-
has got acne.
I don't know whether we should talk about cat acne whilst eating sushi. Kind of
Well, okay. Well, then let's move on to something more a little.
palatable. What have you got
Well,
here?
I'm going to have a little Ribena. Would you like? I know you don't drink. I'm
I'll
a.
go for some Ribena.
I'm intrigued at this
and
lovely
just,
bottle over here.
Here's a little.
I'm going to chuck some sparkling spring water.
Are we
in
to
mine.
use our fingers?
Well, you're going to. Oh, I just go hardcore. I'm just straight.
Just a little bit in there. so
Or
now
just a
it's
little bit in
that's-
there. Or just like that. Or just.
Yeah, I've got to drive.
Are you just having neat Ribena? That's cordial.
And no, it's Ribena. And I've got a lovely little gorgeous rosé for you.
I'd
Look,
love some of that.
Ribena.
There we go. There you go. There you have a little one of those.
Cheers, my dear.
Tug in. Cheers. Ooh, that does warm the back of the throat.
You're supposed to water it down, Barry.
Oh, no. No. My mum, Nancy, she used to drink Campari straight.
Nancy Morgan.
Nancy Morgan, yeah. She's, oh.
A spoon for sushi.
Right. But let
I've seen
me.
you eat before.
I want you to say,
Am I dreaming? I'm not sure if this is... It's awfully nice of you to have sushi for us. How did you know it was our favourite food?
Well, because I had a wonderful conversation with your two kids. They were very happy for a chat, and they wanted to share with you, and they through me that possibly they'd like to adopt Barry into the family. And then they went on to that all came about because you had a cat called Barry.
Well,
Tell us a bit about Barry the cat.
There was a cat named Barry who hung around our house. Stray cat.
Oh, look, I've got the adoption paper right here, Jeff.
He was lumpy. He
He
had
would
a
have had
strange
cat.
voice. Oh. Yes.
We'll just keep working. So we had a stray cat called
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
He was very male, and he was very interested, I think, in our two female cats. He'd stand
Right.
around the front of the house and try and get inside.
I've got a lot in common with this cat.
We've been spayed. It's important.
I'm getting queasy again.
So Barry used to hang around our house, looking through the window. Not this Barry. This was the cat Barry.
This is where her speech in court.
And I'm going to get back to that.
Okay.
No, not right now.
Okay.
You can take. Thank you.
She wasn't telling you off, she's just making sure you don't, let it be gone.
Oh, it's there.
Definitely eating
Don't
that.
you worry.
You will too. And anyway, so Barry used to hang around, and I felt sorry for him, so I would feed him a little bit and put a little bed out for him because it was winter, and I felt sorry for Barry. And then eventually he became so deformed looking with growths and things that
Mange and such.
we decided it was kinder to call the council, and they rehomed him.
Oh my goodness. It reminds me think of a story about a tenor saxophone player I know, and then they called up the local college and they took him over to teach the kids how to play jazz.
They rehome him.
They rehomed him at the jazz school. So the kids basically would like to adopt Barry.
So they said
Big-
Mum and Dad probably had Barry put down by the council.
Well, I'm a bit worried about that bit.
But we'd like to adopt. They wanted to adopt that Barry, and now they want to adopt this Barry.
Yeah, this Barry. But
Think
they,
about Barry's.
but they were concerned. They were concerned that you weren't going to let me sleep inside because Barry the cat didn't sleep inside, did he?
Yeah, we have a bit of a rule about that, Sosbro.
Well, you wouldn't be bro, you'd be dad. So you could say sauce son.
Daddy.
You could say sauce son. He's a little bit reluctant to adopt.
Well, I mean,
He keeps looking at me like,
when the paperwork's not filled in, I don't feel
he hasn't
right
signed
saying
his name yet.
it. Yeah.
All right, let's get that paperwork over here.
Okay.
So this would be the Jeff Lang and Alison Ferrier to adopt Barry Morgan.
Yep.
So would that make me Barry Lang?
You'd be
Barry
Barry
Lang?
Morgan Lang?
Barry Morgan Lang Ferrier.
Harry Morgan
Snappy.
Lang Ferrier.
Snappy.
And
really.
should we
Yeah.
discuss this more, or shall we go
Yeah,
for
well,
it?
yeah, that's
Oh, what's to discuss?
That's right. What's to discuss? I mean, I'd like to sleep inside.
We'll
We've all got things we'd like.
we can work towards that.
Where's the next grease pond you choose with whom you lay your life? Live like the sun will shine on you someday. Never heard such a ghastly wish when served up beer and rum. Forsaken foolishness, my queen was overcome. What's worth more than her love or her wealth or her deceit? For her faithlessness, silence, slaughter army at her feet. I still long for little red. Those near him suggest that he'd come to regret when he laid poor Edward to rest. I drunk no beer nor rum when I laid me down that night. In my ears a dreadful hum, she rose before my sight. Rattle your drums and play your fife, silver and gold to gain. Let's travel o'er the seas tonight, carry my body home to Spain. As for the one who cared for me, hunt them down, shake them up. With no remorse, give no relief till their blood has filled my
Famous, there we are. It's the adoption. It's official now. I'll be there. Mum and Dad. Well, the only concern I have about now that I'm adopted into the family is the chores and the jobs. They feel like they,
We'll write a list for you, and you can choose
Well,
You must choose.
You must choose.
you must choose. Who does
Popular
the...
road game. You must choose.
Scooping out the cat poo.
I know, I heard about that.
Oh, did you?
Cleaning and cooking.
What?
Well, there's cleaning tonight, and
yeah,
Jack's having his dinner cooked for him by his big sister.
Oh, well, I transferred money to them to get fish and chips. Hang on a minute.
Oh, right. This is good. Now the
I
adoption
think I
papers have gone through.
Yeah.
I'll just get... Can you guys get my account number so I can give it to Alison?
Yeah.
Transfer of money. It's pretty easy to transfer money. How hard was it to get money out of your parents in the day?
Oh,
But they couldn't just transfer it over when you wanted to get some money out of mum and dad.
absolutely not. I had a job from a very early age.
First job? What was it?
First job was in a newsagent's, which is like a milk bar, you know.
Right.
They have news agents here.
Well,
It's going to be confusing when I get to London.
it is different. It is different.
So it's
Oh yeah, the
'Cause
English news agent is like more like
They
a
have
bar.
crisps and sweets and things.
right. So it's a newsagent that is a milk bar that sells crisps.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You're going to love the crisps over there, Barry.
Crisps?
Yes.
Like chips.
Cold chips.
Cold chips.
Yeah.
Well, Stretch went over. Dare I mention Stretch, my roadie, who's never around, and I need him. But he went over last year to do a bit of a reconnaissance run for us to go
recce.
over this year with Aurora. And he said that he thought that there was chips on every menu. And he
Hot
actually...
chips, yeah.
Hot chips. Even he sent me a photo of chips on a pizza.
I don't believe you.
Well,
I have in
I'll have to
some-
show you the photo.
All right.
Some places on tour I have had chips in a kebab wrap with curry sauce on them.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. It's like sort of a United Nations meal
Chips and curry sauce, yeah.
with a Middle Eastern bread wrap around it.
HSP. But you've got to have the carvery on a Sunday.
The carvery, like the roast.
Well, you will now that you're living with us.
I'm looking forward to a family roast.
Yorkshire pudding, all the trimmings,
Yorkshire pudding, that's sort of the pastry and stuff, isn't it? Yeah?
batter.
Batter.
Every meal's
Yeah.
a roast at our house.
Oh, everyone gets roasted.
Yeah.
The trick is with Yorkshire pudding, to make them rise, you've got to have searingly hot fat in your pan.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll make sure we work on that when we move into the Lang household. What about a little bit of a little play in the
I know a
couch?
song that would work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you grab the Stomach Steinway?
Oh my goodness, Jeff Lang has got me to go to the dark side. That's right. I'll tell you what, we might have to turn Nancy's camera off. She'd be a little bit concerned of me playing the devil's backpack. So, hold on, the phone's ringing. Yes, Kylie? No, I'm busy with Jeff and Alison. I'll call you later.
She's always bothering you, isn't she?
She is.
That's his nickname for Carl Sandlands, by the way.
What sort of family-orientated song have we chosen to have a little jam on?
We thought we might pull out a little bit of hot chocolate.
Oh my goodness, do you know I have chocolate fantasies?
They're hot chocolate fantasies.
Well, depends really.
Are they about Errol Brown?
No, they're just about chocolate.
Oh.
Dark chocolate,
Yeah.
Melted
light chocolate.
What
drizzles.
happens?
Oh, I sort of wake up in a cold sweat and need some chocolate.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
My goodness, it's me, Barry Morgan, in the organ room with the wonderful Alison Ferrier and Jeff Lang, and I can't believe it, but I'm going to play a little bit of the devil's backpack.
You can't believe it's not hot chocolate.
Yeah, and I've got my little 1930s Kalamazoo. Alison has got her 2024 fish food granules.
Fish food granules.
Yep, that's what they call it.
Well, that's good. It doesn't smell like boiled egg in here anymore. We've had deviled eggs with Vicar and Linda this afternoon.
Oh,
We made deviled eggs
it's your
on set.
favourite food.
No, we were just trying to balance up all the gospel and, purity, so I threw a little devil's eggs into the mix.
Yeah.
Speaking of car farts.
All right, take it away, Jeff.
All right.
I believe in miracles. from, you sexy thing. I believe in miracles since you came along, you sexy thing. Where did you come from, baby? And how did you know I needed you? How did you know I needed you so badly? How did you know I'd give my love gladly? Yesterday, I was one of the lonely people. Now you're lying close to me, making love to me. I believe in miracles. Where you from, you sexy thing. I believe in miracles since you came along, you sexy thing. Where did you come from, angel? And how did you know I'd be the one? How did you know I needed some Barry Morgan? Every day, filling my ear holes with his organ. Yesterday, giving love and satisfaction. Now you're lying next to me, giving it to me. Oh, I believe in miracles. Since you where you long, you sexy thing. I believe in miracles since you came along, you sexy thing. It's ecstasy, you sexy thing. You sexy thing. Come on, Barry.
Glorious.
Son.